Alright, I've just gone home. And this 15.6 kilo box from Buyee or Yahoo, fuck me, Japan. He's at the front door. It's a massive audio bundle, vintage audio bundle. It ended up costing me like $400 in shipping, which I didn't think it would be after I consolidated all my items into one. But it has arrived in 2 days with DHL. Less than 48 hours actually. So pretty stoked by that. Let's have a look. And I did opt for protective packaging. So I don't know if you can see that from there, but they have done a nice job with that. So I think there's an amplifier. Oh yeah, let's hope we'll do one thing at a time. Oh wow. So I did get, I think it's an MRV F09 by memory. And they only made, I think 500 of them, maybe even 200. And mine is, yeah, MRV F709. So yeah, they have really wrapped everything up as well. And I think the protective packaging only costs like an extra $15 for all 7 items. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Especially when, yeah, I think this whole order together was probably about $500 of items bar shipping. Let's have a look. And I will say, all of this is pre-owned. This is all vintage. I'm sure you could probably get it brand new, but you'd be paying thousands of dollars. But it's in really nice condition. Yes, so that's the MRV F709. There was apparently a little bit of damage to, yeah, channel 3 and 4. I can see that. I might be able to see that in the inputs, but that's okay. I'll be able to take that to an audio shop, and I dare say that they will still work. I'll just have to be careful with them. But I ended up getting that for like $70 or something. Not even. So, very nice. Happy with that. More wrapping. They did a very good job. Oh. Now, what is this? I've got a IVA D310 pop-out head unit in my Supra, so I need a remote for it, so that's handy. Cool. Now this is all the juicy random bits of loot. So I've got a KCA 420i, that's to connect your iPod, or a Bluetooth adapter for 2006. So I don't think it'll be anything terribly awesome. I think I'll be better off using like a modern Bluetooth dongle in the auxiliary port, but still something cool to have. There's probably things in here that I've forgotten I've ordered. Oh, that's cool. That's original Alpine packaging. That is a JZA80 so that's in immaculate condition. Still had like the original Alpine like packaging, plastic packaging. This looks brand new. Wow. So this is, I think, kind of like a mini processing unit. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still kind of learning all the audio kind of terms, because I'm just used to the new head units that you plug it in and it does everything. So I'll put these aside just because they are for something else I'm going to pull out in a second. All these cords. They really have, so I think Buyee, when you opt for condensed packaging and then again protective packaging, they will open everything, and the original sellers in eBay, because you buy a lot of these, I bought all these items separately. They'll open them all, they'll check them out, and then they will rewrap them and put them all in really nicely. So I won't grab the camera. I'll just tilt the box so you guys can see. So that's one layer, and then when we open that, there'll be something else underneath. And they've all been individually bubble wrapped. The sides have been bubble wrapped. So yeah. This is a VPA B211. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what this is for. It's got all the AV selectors, so I dare say it's another selector. I just kind of went crazy. I knew that I was going to be paying a shitload of postage for the amplifier. And another head unit I got in here, so anything else that was cheap, I think this was like $10. So anything Alpine vintage. I'm building a rack in the back of the Supra. I'll put that up on my YouTube when I finish that. So anything that I might need or is cheap, I just thought I'd chuck it in. So chuck that over there. Now, there's a lot going on here, which is good. An antenna wire. That is a video cable for, I got another, because it was really cheap, IVA D310 EU, funny enough, from Japan. It wasn't the J version, it wasn't the Japanese version, it was the EU. This was like $50, and it came with, oh gosh, it came with the NVA HD55, which is the Japanese nav unit. Not going to be of any use to me here in Australia, but just kind of cool, a little bit of a flex piece, I guess, if you're trying to do the whole thing. Again, it came with, I'll show you all the wiring stuff, and it also came with the iPod thing. It was like $50, so no brainer. These sell, from anywhere from $200 to $500, depending on condition, and the photos the seller put up looked in really good condition. So all the plugs are here at the back, beautiful. So that's obviously just the head unit, and then it has an external processing unit, so that'll be in here somewhere. So this is the NVA, this is the nav unit. So again, all the wiring for that. I don't know if I'm going to try and get my head around that currently. That's alright. I'm happy that that necessarily won't be going in the Supra. Shitload of harness. I think this is the harness. Well, that's pretty cool. I got a full harness. And look at that. An old Alpine distribution block. Or a fuse block, I think that is, sorry. Yeah, that's awesome. It's stamped Alpine. And then, yeah, just massive amount of wiring and harnesses. I'll have to pull that all apart and look at it. That's all part of that. So now I think we're on to the final bits. So more AI net cords, which is awesome. That was another reason I brought the IVA unit, even though I already have one. I've got the E, so the IVA D310E, which is like the Australian version. But all the cords are the same, so all the Alpine AI nets, these are all AI net cords, and they all came with that unit. So as you can see, I've got a bit going on here, and these cords, buying separately, they would have been $60 just by themselves. So happy with that. This dirty fella is the processing unit for the D310 EU. Yeah, it's a bit dirty, but a little bit of a wipe down, probably come up great. And then this is a VPA B222. I'm guessing it may run similar to the VPA B211. Again, I think this was really cheap, just popped up. I think it may have been listed under junk. It was like $10, so I just purchased it. And then that is everything in the box.